one of the things we've done during this period is we've continued to pay our retail store employees. We're paying our hourly workers, even the contractors that are supporting us, because as I said, I'm bullish on where things are going in the long haul, and we need those skills. We're going to invest through these challenging times. We're not going to attack this problem by cutting. We're not going to save our way to prosperity.
All right, now there's a big hitter from Apple. That would be the chief operating officer there. As you can see, our own Susan Lee sat down with him about their spending some big money to get testing kits across the country. Over to you, Susan.
Investing $10 million in Copan Diagnostics, which is based in California. And this is a test kit maker looking to make tests about 1 million a week, hopefully by July. So Apple being one of the biggest companies in America, in the world, and they want the economy reopened. But in order to do that, you have to battle and fight coronavirus. So that's why they're investing in testing. Also, they've been sourcing masks. We know that they sourced 30 million face masks and also shipping 10 million face shields for frontline workers as well. And I have one of these face shields with me today. I call it the iShield because, look, it's made by Apple, of course. But if you're going to have a face shield made by anybody, why not have it made by one of, and if not the most successful hardware device maker in history? But look, this is part of the $5 billion U.S. manufacturing fund, this $10 million award to Copan Diagnostics. Also, they've been allocating hundreds of millions in Kentucky and also in Texas as well. And I would say Apple, unlike most, is probably faring better in this environment, don't you think, Stu? Since they have $200 billion in cash, they have said that they will continue their buybacks of $50 billion, also increasing their dividends as well. Not many companies can do that so far this year. And speaking to Jeff Williams, the chief operating officer, who's number 2 behind Tim Cook, it sounds like things are back up and running. China is back up to full capacity at the end of March, and they've been able to release devices in these difficult times. We got a cheaper iPhone SE, we got a MacBook Pro, iPad Pro, and a MacBook Air. And talking to him about device launches, obviously he can't give me indication as to what they'll do, but he sounds pretty optimistic, and he's positive as well on the U.S. economy, as Tim Cook is, that we'll see a rebound after this coronavirus is contained and the economy is reopened.
This is one of our big stories, Susan. I mean, the extraordinary progress that big tech is making, and Apple in particular. You're right. You have to pay attention to them. They're a $1 trillion company.
Yes.
They've got, what is it, $200 billion in cash, and
that's
some
right.
enormous number. And they look like they're back up and running and doing very well, leading out of this virus nastiness. I mean, it's a tremendous story.
Look at the stock price of Apple. We're back up above $300. And don't forget that the record price was closer to $330. So we're getting closer and closer, and we're not that far away from that point. And big tech has really gotten a lot of the money this year.
And away we go.